Hey guys, this is No Solution. I'm Scott, and we're going to do some Blind Buy Blasphemies today. It's been a while, but first we're going to do a contest entry for Sean the Beast. He reached 200 subscribers, which is awesome. A very short amount of time, which is really cool. Sean is in the UK and has been a long time kind of commenter and member of the community in that way, but not too long ago started making videos, and I really like his videos. He's a really engaging guy, and I like to see what he shows. And he's probably more open minded than me. A lot of the stuff that he shows, I'm like, I don't know, man, mediocre, really? But I really enjoy his takes on stuff, and he has great descriptions. And wanted to help him celebrate his 200 subscribers. So his contest is to show two records that have two in the title and two spelled out, not a Roman numeral or the actual numeral two. And this is way harder than I thought it would be, but I did find a couple, so I'll do that first. My first one is the only album from I, and see there, it's called Between Two Worlds. So this is after the breakup of Immortal, after Sons of Northern Darkness. This was the next project from Abath, and he's got Icedale here on guitar, and TC King, is that King of Hell? It might be, on bass, Armageddon on drums. So this kind of continues in the vein of where Immortal was when they stopped, but more, I guess you would say, more traditional heavy metal on this, and more accessible. There's some borderline clean vocals on here that really reminded me of Korthon's clean vocals, kind of in the Viking period. So you could say like traditional heavy metal mixed with Viking period, Korth, Bathory, and then kind of a continuation of Sons of Northern Darkness from Immortal. Really fun album. I hadn't pulled this out in a while, but yeah, it's really good. It kicks the shit out of anything Abath has done as a solo artist. But if you haven't heard it and you like that kind of later period Immortal, I would say definitely check out I, Between Two Worlds. Then the other one, I don't know. This isn't really an album, so it's kind of a cheat. It's the Devin Townsend project, Coast Take Two. So this was a limited 7-inch that came with the box set By a Thread, live in London 2011. So this was Devin Townsend performing all four of the original Devin Townsend Project albums over 4 nights. With some encores and with some special guests and whatnot. So Coast is kind of, there's an opening track, but Coast is kind of the first real song on the first Devin Townsend Project album, Key. And when it started, he kind of came in too early, and then he quickly corrected it and did the song. But there's a whole, on the encore CD, you can hear him saying like he totally messed it up. He wanted to do it again, and he was gonna replace the version that he did originally on the DVD, so nobody would know. It ended up he just left it all in. So it was kind of fun hearing all that. He was very down on himself, and it really wasn't that bad. But anyway, so I think the first 1,000 copies of that came with this. The Coast Take Two single came with a certificate here that Devin signed and numbered. And I don't know if this will show up. Probably not. But it's a one-sided 7-inch, so the song is on one side. The other side is an etching. Oh, it did kind of show up. Okay, cool. Some Devin artwork. There's the etching on the other side. So just kind of a neat collectible that I'm glad to have. So those are my two albums with TWO in the title. And now we'll move on to Blind Buy Blasphemies. So usually I do 4 Blind Buy Blasphemies at a time. I kind of put these off because like everything I listened to wasn't that spectacular, and I didn't think it was very interesting. So I kept like adding albums onto it. So let's bomb through these. Try not to take too long. First off, this was an edition, the debut from Wolfmother, 2005, I believe. This was another in my $1 Canadian bargain bin when I was in Montreal and was at a record store that had a ton of stuff. I'm not sure I'd ever heard this before. If I may have, but I may have them confused with The Sword, which is kind of a similar deal. Not for me, man. Just kind of that retro sound that like, okay, this is Led Zeppelin, this is Sabbath, this is like, I don't know. I know people like this band. Based on this, I don't feel like I have to hear anymore. This is going into the giveaway bin for sure. All right, this is a bit more of a highlight. Bus with Never Decide. Let me grab my notes here. Did I take notes on this? Oh, I did. Okay. This is a Greek band. This is the 2019 album from them. I think they had 1 or 2 before. So this is on Riding Easy. So as you can expect, this is kind of retro doom. And I initially was kind of into this. Definitely the first song, You Better Come In, You Better Calm Down, kind of like a 3-minute rocker. I really like quite a bit. There's another shorter one later called Moonchild that I really like. It's kind of the longer songs that I'm not quite into. I'm not sure this is going to stay in the collection based on 2 out of the 8 songs that I really got into. But, I mean, if you're into that kind of retro doom style, it's pretty cool. It's hard rocking, very Sabbathy, of course. There's some, like, psych and desert rock, I would say, in this. I really enjoyed the solos, and the guitar tone really reminded me of, like, the first Black Sabbath album. And that cover, I mean, I don't know, some giant chickens running amok. I thought that was kind of fun. Yeah, I don't know. I would say definitely if you're into that retro style, check it out. I'm still a little bit undecided on it, though. I do like parts of it quite a bit. All right, now we're gonna get into shit I didn't care about. Vomitile with Igniting Chaos. This came out 2013 on Horror, Pain, Gore, Death. They're from Cyprus. Kind of thrashy death metal with a bit more technical solos on it. The vocals are more of a raspy kind of thrash style than straight up death metal. Kind of original, but I really didn't care. It's been like 2 weeks since I listened to this, and I barely remember it at all. So this is definitely out of here. Yeah, Vomitile. All right. Michael Pannella. Entered the 12th Gate. Came out in 2004. This is the keyboard player for Symphony X, his first solo album. So it's kind of piano mixed with like more spacey keys. It made me think of a guitar, which I'm not a musician, so I'm sure that tone doesn't have to come from a guitar, but it kind of reminded me of that. No guitar, just bass and drums and keys. I would say I would classify it as like neoclassical with some shreddy elements to it. It does vary. There's some like, it starts out with more prog rock stuff and then goes like into more straight classical stuff. Are some actual classical compositions on here that he covers. I feel like this has a lot of cool ideas that don't really come together as a album. It seems like a solo album from somebody who just wants to do stuff that they're not allowed to do in their regular band. So I picked this up cheap, and I'm not sorry that I picked it up. Probably won't get a lot of spins, though. So that's Michael Pinella with Enter the 12th Gate. Next up is Avski with Malignant. This is on Moribund. They are a Swedish black metal band. This came out in 2008. Very pissed off black metal. Kind of a dirty production, I would say, in the Dark Throne era or Dark Throne vein. There's kind of a rock and roll influence in the riffs, but not like it's a fun time rock and roll. Like just still kind of grimy and gritty. The problem with this, I really got the first couple songs were super catchy, and I was kind of into it, and then it just kind of falls off into I don't care. It gets doomy in parts, kind of droning, kind of boring. So I think my Avski journey has ended here. Started cool, but didn't sustain through a whole album, and I can't imagine they like really turned it around. So that's Avski. All right, then we got Hellcult from Finland. This is the collection from 2004 on Bloodfire Death. So this is a compilation of their demo EP material from 98 and 99. Pretty lame packaging. It's just a picture. It doesn't tell you where this stuff came from. It's on Metal Archives is where I found out, all the breakdowns of what demo it is. So I guess what I would say about this is this shows that not everyone starts out great because it's Narcath, who went on to form Weird, who I really like, and he's in Azagal as well. And then VKaz, I believe. Yeah, VKaz is on drums, who does Vargrav now and has a Dungeon Synth project that are both really good. But this is, this is 25 years ago in the late 90s, and it definitely gets better as it goes on. I guess you would say it's in the pagan death metal vein. More kind of a historical curiosity than anything else. This isn't something I'm going to jam a bunch, but based on who's in it, I kind of am glad to have it. FYI, there's some kind of spicy, shall we say, far right-wing lyrics on this in some of the later stuff that neither of them ever pursued later, so I don't know what that was. But, yeah, Hellcult with the collection. Now we're getting into what I added on because I didn't have anything really to recommend. Satan's Propaganda. This is called Rock for Satan. They're a German band. This is from 2011. They only did they did a demo before this, then an EP, and then a split, and it's been 10 plus years since they did anything. I purely picked this up because it looked fun, as a buy one, get one free deal. This is awesome. This is black and roll, I guess you would say. Black metal, but definitely rock and roll. Pure fun, totally catchy. The whole album runs like 32 minutes and is just fun the whole way through. The vocals are more kind of a thrash yell. And it reminds me of, if you are familiar, the band Cranium from Sweden, who had a member of Dawn in it. They were active in the mid to late 90s on Necropolis Records. So kind of that a little tongue-in-cheek. They were more thrash. This is a bit more black metal, but completely fun. And just so you know what you're getting into, one of my favorite songs on here is called Rock the Nun Until You Come. And it's really mid-paced, like sleaze rock mixed with black metal. Yeah, I'm very happy to have this. And I'll be trying to hunt down their EP if I can find it. Seems to be not super available. And I'll go to the last one. Libica. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce that, but if you love cats, man, check out that album cover. How awesome is that? The cat just friggin' derping out with his tongue out. And inside we've got some more cat pictures, the members of the band posing with their cats. So this was a pandemic project of Justin Foley, who is the drummer of Killswitch Engage. He had some stuff kind of demoed that didn't really fit in with his normal band, and with time on his hands, he decided to get a band together and record it. So this is instrumental, I guess you would say post-rock, post-metal, very much in the vein of like Godspeed You Black Emperor, like mellow parts kind of building up into a crescendo and then into the heavy parts. And for what it is, I friggin' love it. I remember I commented on Brian the Embryonic Robot. He was talking about some post-rock stuff, and I was saying, yeah, this whole style is like, it can be completely engaging or totally boring, and this falls on the engaging side for me. I really like this the whole way through. Just really cool melodies. The songs stand out from each other. It doesn't just sound like one big jam. Some of the songs do flow into each other, but they're definitely distinct. So I got this super cheap on the Metal Blade sale. I'd never heard of this before, but very glad to have it. And I like to imagine the cats are playing all the music. I don't know. It makes it more fun for me. So if you're into like the post-rock, post-metal instrumental thing, I would definitely recommend Libeika here. So that's it. Thanks guys for watching. A little bit longer than I planned on, but yeah, I wanted to get through some of these Blind Buy Blasphemies that I didn't care about and get to some that I actually would recommend. So thank you as always for watching, and as always, CM Punk is a piss baby. Later.